Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Teacher Jeffrey. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. We are still under the topic matter and our subtopic is about elements. Come and dive in. This is a substance that we often use to dissolve other substances. We call it water. Chemists describe water structurally H2O, as it is made up of two atoms of hydrogen H and an atom of oxygen O. Thus H2O is used as a symbol in expressing water. The substance water is a matter. Hydrogen is a matter and oxygen as well. They are all matter. They have volume and mass. Water is a different substance than hydrogen or oxygen. Water can be broken down into hydrogen and oxygen using electrolysis. Electrolysis, as Wikipedia says, is a process of using electrical currents to break down a compound into its constituent elements. Thus, water is classified as a compound. Hydrogen and oxygen are classified as elements. These are the chemical symbols we have discussed just now. H2O for water is a compound, and after electrolysis, H for hydrogen is an element, and O for oxygen is also an element. Thus, both hydrogen and oxygen are constituents of water. We will take a minute of rest and we will learn how elements are classified. Okay, we will proceed with our topic, how are elements classified? But before we answer the question, do you know that scientists have organized all the discovered elements into a table? You may write in the comments below if what is your answer, whether it be yes or no. So for the answer for the posted question, the answer is yes. This is called the periodic table. Scientists organize elements according to their similar features. So how do scientists divide the elements in the periodic table? Firstly, they use a zigzag line. On this slide, you can see an orange zigzag line. On its right side, they classified it as nonmetals, and on its left side, they classified it as metals. But those elements that are on the zigzag line, like B, Si, Ge, As, Sb, Te, and Po, so these are just symbols, they call them as metalloids. Why? Because they possess both characteristics of the nonmetals and the metals. Now, we will consider the elements on the left side of the zigzag line, the metals. Let us consider four metals like gold, Au, silver, Ag, iron, Fe, and copper, Cu. Gold. Gold is a metallic solid, yellow in color, and a very good conductor of heat and electricity. Ductile, which means it can be drawn into wires without breaking, and it is resistant to corrosion. Silver. Silver is a metallic solid, shiny, ductile, and a very good conductor of heat and electricity. Iron. Iron is a metallic solid, gray in color, ductile, strong magnetic substance, and it's a very good conductor of heat and electricity. And the last metal that we are going to discuss is copper. Copper is a metallic solid, reddish brown in color, ductile, strong, and a very good conductor of electricity and is resistant to corrosion. Some common characteristics of metals are their state, mostly are solid, their being ductile, and being a good conductor of electricity. Let us now talk about the elements on the right side of the zigzag line, the nonmetals. For the nonmetals, we will consider four nonmetals, which are oxygen, hydrogen, sulfur, and carbon. Oxygen is a colorless gas. It supports combustion and is essential for life. I have a question for you to answer. In welding, what substance is mixed to oxygen to produce a very hot flame? Write your answers on the comments below. The correct answer is acetylene. Acetylene is mixed with oxygen to produce a very hot flame when welding. Hydrogen. Hydrogen is a colorless gas. It has the lowest density and it is flammable as it is explosive when mixed with oxygen. Sulfur. Sulfur is a non-metallic solid and is soluble in water but not in alcohol. Carbon. The element carbon is present in diamond and graphite. Diamond is a non-metallic solid, non-conductor of electricity, considered the hardest natural substance, and if polished it becomes a shiny, transparent solid. Graphite is a non-metallic solid, black in color, good conductor of electricity, and is lightweight. These are some of the characteristics of nonmetal as we have discussed. There are exceptions to the rule. As metals are good conductor of electricity, this nonmetal is also a good conductor of electricity. This nonmetal is graphite. Another exception to the rule is mercury. Mercury is a metal, but it is not solid at room temperature. It is liquid at room temperature, and it has also a low melting point. Another element is gallium. Gallium is a metal, and being brittle is a characteristic of a nonmetal, but this is brittle solid at room temperature. It also melts when held in the palm of your hand. This is our topic for today, elements. Do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe. This is Teacher Jeffrey. Always remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish.